The Picnic Invention. On a bright July morning, 12-year-old Leo woke up with excitement buzzing through his veins. Today was no ordinary day. It was a family picnic day, a tradition that his family cherished every summer. Leo could already smell the fresh grass and feel the warmth of the sun on his face as he jumped out of bed. "Leo, hurry up. We're leaving in half an hour," his mom called from the kitchen. "Coming," Leo replied, grabbing his favorite cap, a faded blue one with a tiny rocket ship stitched on it. He rushed through his morning routine, his mind already racing with ideas for the picnic. His cousins, Mia and Jake, were joining them, and Leo always loved showing off his latest inventions whenever they were around. As he finished packing his backpack with sandwiches, fruits, and a couple of fizzy drinks, Leo's mind wandered to the project he had been working on in his garage. It was a small gadget he had been tinkering with for weeks, a simple yet clever tool that could help carry items more easily. He wondered if he should bring it along. "Let's see how the day goes," he thought, stuffing it into his bag just in case. An hour later, the family arrived at Willow Creek Park, a picturesque location with tall trees, a sparkling lake, and plenty of space for games. Leo's heart raced as he spotted Mia and Jake running toward him, waving enthusiastically. "Hey, Leo, ready for some fun?" Mia shouted, her curly hair bouncing as she ran. "Of course," Leo grinned back. They set up their picnic blanket beneath a large oak tree, the perfect spot to enjoy the sunshine and shade simultaneously. As Leo helped unpack the food, his dad, Mr. Thompson, suggested they play a game of frisbee. The three cousins immediately jumped at the idea, grabbing the frisbee from the picnic basket and running to a clear area. They played frisbee for a while, laughing and shouting as they ran after the colorful disc. After an intense round of throws and catches, they collapsed onto the grass, out of breath and giggling. "I'm starving," Jake exclaimed, his cheeks flushed from running. "Let's eat," Mia added, already rummaging through the basket. As they munched on sandwiches and fruit, Leo noticed his cousins talking about a new gadget they had seen on a popular tech channel. It was an automated snack dispenser that could be controlled by a smartphone. "That would be so cool," Jake said, his eyes wide with excitement. "Imagine having one of those at home." Leo felt a spark of inspiration. I think I can make something like that," he blurted out, his mind already whirring with ideas. Mia raised an eyebrow. "Really? You think you can build a snack dispenser?" "I don't know about a full dispenser," Leo said, scratching his head, "but I can make something to help carry our snacks more easily." His cousins looked at him skeptically. "Like what?" Jake challenged, leaning back on his elbows. "Well," Leo began, "I've been working on a sort of backpack that has compartments for different snacks. It has a little pulley system that makes it easier to get to everything without digging around." Mia's eyes widened. "That sounds awesome. Can you show us?" Feeling motivated, Leo nodded. "I'll need a few supplies from home, but I can demonstrate how it works later." After lunch, the trio decided to explore the park. They wandered along the trails, climbing rocks and looking for interesting bugs. As they walked, Leo shared his ideas about how the backpack would work, drawing sketches in the dirt with a stick. "I want it to be lightweight but sturdy," he explained, "and maybe even have a water bottle holder on the side." "That's clever," Mia exclaimed. "It sounds like you've thought this through." "Yeah, but I still have to build it," Leo said, feeling a mix of excitement and pressure. "I just hope it works out." After a few hours of exploring, they returned to the picnic site, where their parents were chatting and relaxing. Leo took the opportunity to sneak away to his dad's car, where he had stashed the supplies he had brought along for his project. "Hey, what are you up to?" Jake asked, noticing Leo slip away. "Just going to grab something," Leo replied, trying to sound casual. Mia and Jake exchanged glances, but followed him anyway, curiosity piqued. Once at the car, Leo opened the trunk, revealing a small assortment of items, a lightweight fabric, some rope, and a couple of plastic containers. "See? I'm going to use these to make a snack carrier." His cousin's jaws dropped. "Wow, you really brought all this?" Jake asked, clearly impressed. "Yeah, I figured I could at least try it out today, Leo said, his confidence growing. As Leo began to work on his project, his cousins rallied around him, eager to help. They all got involved. Mia held the fabric while Leo measured and cut, and Jake gathered the containers for snacks. The excitement grew as they collaborated, the warm sun overhead and the gentle breeze encouraging their creativity. Okay, so the plan is to create this backpack with a few compartments, Leo explained, pointing to the fabric. Then I'll attach the rope to create a pulley system that'll help lift the snacks out easily. Let's do it. Jake cheered, and they set to work, crafting their makeshift backpack under the oak tree. Time flew by as they cut, tied, and assembled. The laughter and chatter attracted the attention of their parents, who looked over with a mix of amusement and curiosity. "What are you kids up to?" Mr. Thompson asked, walking over. "We're building a snack carrier," Leo proudly announced, wiping sweat from his brow. His mom raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "Is that so? Let's see what you've got." After an hour of hard work, Leo and his cousins stepped back to admire their creation. It wasn't perfect, but it had a quirky charm. The fabric was stitched together in a way that resembled a colorful backpack, and there were little compartments sticking out for the snacks. "Not bad for a picnic project," Mia said, her eyes shining with excitement. "Now for the test run," Leo said, his voice bubbling with enthusiasm. They filled the compartments with sandwiches, fruits, and snacks, attaching the rope for the pulley system. With a deep breath, Leo demonstrated how it worked. He pulled the rope, and to everyone's amazement, a snack container popped up from one of the sides. "Whoa! That's so cool!" Jake shouted, clapping his hands. Mia was equally impressed. "You really did it, Leo. This is genius." Leo's heart swelled with pride. "Thanks. I can't believe it actually worked." Their parents cheered from a distance, impressed by the innovation. "You kids are incredible," Mrs. Thompson called out, smiling broadly. Feeling buoyed by their support, Leo and his cousins decided to take their new creation on a test run around the picnic area. They filled the backpack with snacks and set off, each pulling the rope in turns to get the treats. Other families in the park noticed the trio and their colorful contraption. "What do you have there?" one mother asked, her curiosity piqued. "It's our snack carrier," Leo said, beaming. "I designed it." "Wow! That's fantastic," the mother exclaimed, and soon children from other families gathered around, eager to see how it worked. "Can I try?" one little girl asked, her eyes sparkling. "Sure." Leo smiled, handing over the rope for her to pull. The girl tugged, and snacks popped out, eliciting a chorus of delighted giggles from the crowd. "Leo, you're like a real inventor," Mia said, her face beaming with pride in her cousin. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the park, Leo felt a sense of accomplishment. His little invention had brought joy not just to his cousins, but to many other kids as well. After an exciting afternoon of testing the snack carrier, Leo and his cousins returned to the picnic blanket, where their parents had laid out a delicious dessert spread. As they dug into the treats, they couldn't stop talking about the day's adventures. "I can't believe you made that," Jake said between bites of cake. "You should enter it into a competition or something." "Yeah, you could be famous," Mia added, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Leo laughed, feeling a flush of embarrassment but also pride. "Maybe I will. It's just a small idea for now, but who knows where it could lead." As the sun dipped below the horizon, the family sat together, sharing stories and laughter. Leo felt grateful for the day, the sun, the fun, and most importantly, the bond he shared with his family and cousins. That evening, as they packed up and headed home, Leo's mind buzzed with thoughts of future inventions. The success of the snack carrier had ignited a flame of creativity within him. "I can't wait to start on my next project," he told his mom in the car. "What are you thinking about?" she asked, glancing in the rearview.